Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins 8336. Please watch the full video. Only rare coins information, value, worth and history updates. Today, we're diving into the world of coin collecting with a focus on the 1990 United States 1-cent coin. Whether you're curious about its history, design, or value, we've got you covered. Stick around to learn everything you need to know about this iconic coin and whether it holds any significant value today. The 1991 cent coin, often referred to as a Lincoln cent, is part of the ongoing Lincoln penny series that started back in 1909. The obverse, or front side of the coin, features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has remained unchanged for over a century. The reverse side, during this time period, showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. If you look closely on the reverse, you can spot Lincoln's statue between the columns of the memorial. The 1990 penny, like those minted from 1982 onwards, is made of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating that accounts for 2.5%. These changes were made to save on production costs, as copper prices had risen over the years. Before 1982, pennies were primarily made of copper. The 1991 cent coin was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver and San Francisco. The mint mark can be found right below the date on the obverse side of the coin. Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, Indiana. General, a 1990 penny in average circulated condition is still worth its face value, 1 cent. 2.5 millions. Millions of these coins were produced, making them very common. In circulated condition, these pennies typically do not carry any additional value beyond their face value unless they exhibit unique qualities or errors. For collectors, uncirculated coins or proof versions of the 1990 penny may hold greater value. Uncirculated coins are those that have never been used and remain in mint condition. These can fetch prices of around 50 cents to a few dollars depending on their condition and rarity. Proof coins, particularly those from the San Francisco Mint, were struck specifically for collectors and are known for their high-quality finish. A 1990 proof penny can be worth between $1 to $5, depending on its condition. What can make your 1990 penny truly valuable is if it has an error. Some examples of errors include double die obverse, off-center strikes, or other minting mistakes. Error coins can sell for a few dollars to even hundreds of dollars, depending on the rarity and significance of the error. It's always worth taking a close look at your penny under a magnifying glass to check for any abnormalities. In summary, the 1990 Lincoln cent is mostly common and holds its value as 1 cent in circulation. However, if you have an uncirculated coin, a proof version, or even better, an error coin, you could be looking at a higher value. It's always exciting to dig into your change and see if you have something special. Today, we're diving into the world of coin collecting and exploring the value of a 1991 United States 1-cent coin. You might have some of these pennies lying around and wonder if they are worth more than face value. So, let's dig into the details and find out what makes this coin special and how much it's worth. The 1991 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny, was produced by the U.S. Mint and features the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. This design has been a staple of American currency since 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. On the reverse, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial, which was used from 1959 until 2008. This coin is made from copper-plated zinc, with a composition of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. It weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. Like most U.S. coins, the 1991 penny was minted in 3 different locations, and you can identify where your coin was minted by checking for the mint mark under the year on the obverse side. Philadelphia Mint. The majority of 1991 pennies were produced here, and they don't have a mint mark. Denver Mint. Coins from Denver bear the D mint mark. San Francisco Mint. This is where the proof coins were made, specifically for collectors. These coins will have an S mint mark and are typically of higher quality. Now, when it comes to rarity, the 1991 penny isn't particularly rare as billions were minted. However, Proof coins from San Francisco are less common and more valuable than regular circulation coins. Let's talk about what you came here for, the value of a 1991 penny. For the average penny in circulated condition, it's still only worth its face value of 1 cent, $2.30 millions. These are very common and can be found in pocket change. However, if your coin is in uncirculated condition, meaning it has never been used in everyday transactions, it could be worth more. For uncirculated 1991 pennies from the Philadelphia or Denver mints, their value ranges from 10 cents to 30 cents, depending on the quality. On the other hand, proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, which were made for collectors, are worth between $1 to $5. Depending on their condition. One of the key factors that could make your 1991 penny worth even more is if it has any errors or variations. Some of the most sought-after errors include: if the design is not properly aligned, it can increase the value of the coin. This occurs when the coin is struck twice, creating a doubled image. These can fetch $50 or more, depending on the severity of the error. If you believe you have an error coin, it's always a good idea to get it authenticated by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. The condition or grade of your coin plays a big role in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin. Most 1991 pennies you find in circulation will have a grade between G4, which don't add much value. However, coins graded MS65 or higher, meaning they are in brilliant uncirculated condition, can be worth a premium. These coins may fetch around $1 to $5 or more, especially if they have been professionally graded and slabbed. So, there you have it. The 1991 United States 1 cent coin is not particularly rare, but if you have one in uncirculated condition or a proof coin, it could be worth more than just a penny. Plus, always keep an eye out for those error coins. They could make your penny worth a lot more. Today, we're focusing on a piece of American history, the 1994 1 cent coin from the United States. Is it just a penny or could it be worth more? Let's find out. First, let's take a look at the design of the 1994 penny. Like most 1 cent coins from the US, this penny features Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design that has been in place since 1909 to commemorate his 100th birthday. On the reverse, you'll see the iconic Lincoln Memorial, which appeared on pennies from 1959 until 2008. Zoom in on the mint marks and important details. There are also mint marks to pay attention to. The 1994 penny could either have a D mint mark if it was minted in Denver, or no mint mark at all if it was minted in Philadelphia. In 1994, the U.S. Mint produced over 6 billion pennies, with 4.6 billion from the Denver Mint and around 6.5 billion from the Philadelphia Mint. These coins are made of a copper-plated zinc composition, 2.5% copper and 97.5% zinc. Unfortunately, with such high production numbers, the coin isn't rare, but there are certain factors that could increase its value: different conditions of the coin side by side, circulated, uncirculated, and proof. So, what is the 1994 penny worth today? For most circulated examples, the coin is worth just its face value, 1 cent, $1.60 millions. However, if you have an uncirculated or high-grade example, like those graded by a professional service as MS65 or higher, the value can jump to around 50 cents to $1. A graded penny in a coin holder, proof versions, which are coins struck specifically for collectors, can go for around $5 to $10 if they're in pristine condition. Proof coins have a sharper strike and more detail, so look out for those if you're a collector. Now, where things get exciting is with error coins. Error pennies from 1994 can be worth significantly more. For example, an off-center strike, double die, or die cracks could boost the value to $20, $50, or even more depending on the severity and rarity of the error. So, while the 1994 1 cent coin may not make you rich overnight, it's always worth checking your pocket change or old coin collection for uncirculated examples or rare errors. You never know what you might find. Today, we'll be exploring the value and worth of the 1995 United States of America 1 cent coin. Whether you're a coin collector or just stumbled upon one of these pennies, stick around to find out if it's worth more than just face value. First, let's talk about the design. The 1995 1-cent coin, often referred to as the Lincoln penny, features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, which has been in use since 1909. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a design that started in 1959 and was used until 2008. These pennies are made primarily from zinc, with a thin copper coating, weighing about 2.5 grams. 1995 is notable for being part of the era when pennies were produced in high numbers. The 1995 1-cent coin was minted at various locations, and you can easily tell where yours was minted by looking for a small letter under the date. ED means it was minted in Denver. No mint mark means it was minted in Philadelphia. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 6.4 billion pennies in 1995, while the Denver Mint produced over 7.1 billion. With such high mintages, most of these coins are still common today. Now, let's get to the value. If your 1995 penny is in circulated condition, it's generally worth just face value 1 cent. $1.3 million. However, uncirculated pennies, meaning they've never been used and still retain their original luster, can be worth more to collectors. In uncirculated condition, a 1995 penny could fetch between 10 to 50 cents depending on its quality. Graded coins in pristine condition may go for higher prices, sometimes reaching up to $1 or more. Here's where things get interesting. The 1995 1-cent coin is known for having a valuable variant: the 1995 doubled die obverse. This rare error occurs when the die that strikes the coin has been misaligned, resulting in a doubling effect, most visible on the inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." If you find a 1995 double die penny, its value skyrockets. Depending on the condition, these coins can be worth between $20 and $50, and high-grade versions can sell for hundreds or even over $1,000. If you want to check if your 1995 penny is a double die, use a magnifying glass or loupe and closely examine the text. Look for noticeable doubling, especially on the word Liberty. If you find one, it could be a real treasure. Most 1995 pennies are worth just 1 cent. In uncirculated condition, they could be worth a bit more, up to $1. The real prize is the 1995 double die penny, which can fetch up to hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on its grade. Today's video, we're diving into the value and worth of a 1996 United States of America 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny. If you have one of these coins, you might be wondering if it's worth more than just a penny. Let's find out. The 1996 Lincoln penny features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, we have the Lincoln Memorial, a design that had been used since 1959. These coins were minted in large quantities, so they are very common. In fact, over 9.3 billion of these pennies were minted across 3 mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The 1996 Lincoln cent is made of copper-plated zinc. It has 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. This composition was introduced in 1982 when the U.S. Mint switched from the heavier, more expensive copper pennies to the lighter zinc ones. So, what is the value of a 1996 1-cent coin? The short answer is that most circulated 1996 pennies are still worth only 1 cent. But, there are some factors that could make your penny worth more. The condition of your coin matters a lot. A penny with little wear, known as being in uncirculated or mint state condition, can be worth more to collectors. A mint state 1996 penny could be worth around 10 to 50 cents, depending on its grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable it becomes. As mentioned earlier, these coins were minted in 3 different locations. No mint mark. These are the most common. D mint mark, slightly more valuable in high grades but still very common. S mint mark. Proof coins with the S mint mark are meant for collectors and were not released into circulation. A 1996 S proof penny in excellent condition could fetch $2 to $5 or more, depending on its quality. Error coins can be worth much more than a regular penny. Some known errors from the 1996 penny include off-center strikes, doubled dies, and other minting mistakes. If you have a 1996 penny with any of these errors, it could be worth anywhere from a few dollars to potentially hundreds, depending on the rarity and significance of the error. In conclusion, while most 1996 pennies you come across will only be worth their face value, there are exceptions. High-grade uncirculated coins, proof coins, and error varieties can all boost the value of your penny. So, if you have a 1996 penny, it's worth taking a closer look. Who knows, you might have a valuable coin in your collection. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and coin value videos. Also, let me know in the comments what coin you'd like me to cover next. Happy collecting, and I'll see you in the next video.